Hello. Oh no. Maybe we should do that again. Oh my god. Gloves on. Collections here. And we're ready. We're ready to do it. Hello, my sweeties, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Elise, and thank you for joining my spooky little family. In today's video, we will be talking about the best Gialli on TUBI. Let's get into the video. Can we just take a moment to appreciate my grandma right here? I don't know if she's my grandma or my aunt. She's not really my grandma, but I totally wish she was. The Queen, Edwidge Fenwick. She's here. Right here. And check out these earrings. Are you fucking kidding me? I really quickly want to shout out my patron, Andy, for buying this off my wish list. It is the collection of Sergio Martino. No. It is the Sergio Martino collection, and I am obsessed. I am pretty sure that Sergio Martino is probably my favorite director. So far, all his films are my favorite. Also, I'll do like a little haul real quick. We have this gem. We have this gem. And this amazing Arrow Video Blu-ray of Deep Red. I am obsessed. Can we... Oh, you can't really, it has to be near me. Can we take a moment to appreciate that? All right, you guys. So there is actually a good amount of Gialli on TUBI right now. There are some that I still haven't seen, but so far from what I have seen, I have conjured up this list of all the ones that I really liked, and I definitely want you to check out. And you know what? You have no excuse because TUBI is free. All right, and now at number 9, we have Blood and Black Lace, directed by Mario Bava. A masked, shadowy killer brutally murders the models of a scandalous fashion house in Rome. Okay, so if you have not seen my review on Blood and Black Lace, you definitely need to. I'm just gonna link it right up above. So even with the story being a little weak, this film is visually stunning, and Mario Bava is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to this genre. The camera work and the lighting and all of the kills are really what make this film absolutely great. There are also a lot of really fun performances, and it's a classic Giallo. Our killer has the classic look. I absolutely love his face being completely covered. Love that. And there is incredible music. I mean, what else are you expecting? This film is definitely a vibe. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking it out. And now at number 8, we have Torso, directed by Sergio Martino. A string of appalling lust murders shocks the University of Perugia as a sadistic serial killer strangles to death beautiful college girls with a red and black scarf. Okay, so you know how earlier I was telling you guys that I'm just obsessed with Sergio Martino? Yeah, this film, this is really great. We not only have a gorgeous film, but again, we have really fun kills in this. And again, this is your very classic Gialli, so I love that. I will say with this one, there are a lot of characters, so sometimes it is hard to follow, but I really, really enjoyed it. The music is great. The film is beautiful. And I find this one to be very entertaining. I do think the dubbed audio in this one might be one of the worst. But you know what? It's part of the charm, right? Also, not to mention, this film has nothing but baddies. Speaking of the spooky bad bitches of Giallo, at number 7, we have Black Belly of the Tarantula, directed by Paolo Cavara. A series of victims are paralyzed while having their bellies ripped open. Much in the same way, tarantulas are killed by the black wasp. The victims all seem to have a connection with a spa. I I had to read that one like that because this one sounds absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I have to be honest, I did watch this film because I saw the Queen Barbara Boucher. I will say, again, this film is absolutely gorgeous. And it is really fun and vibey. So without giving too much away, I will say I was definitely Barbara Boucher baited. But I was pleasantly surprised with this film. It was a lot of fun. Not to mention, I am obsessed with the killer and the killer's weapon of choice in this film. It is super unique and I just love the whole storyline. I thought it was super interesting. And the opening, incredible. And now at number 6, we have Opera, directed by Dario Argento. A young opera singer is stalked by a deranged fan bent on killing the people associated with her to claim her for himself. Wow, that just sounds like every man in the world and how they treat women. So I am a really big fan of Argento. I can't say that this one is one of his best, but it is certainly entertaining and fun. It isn't one of his films that I would pick over Tenebrae or Deep Red, but I do really like this one. I like the setting. I like the story. I am just a sucker for these films that have to do with actors and acting, probably because I myself am an actor. But yeah, there's something super relatable for me when I watch these films. So this one definitely does that. Ooh, and now at number 5, we're getting to one that I really, really, really like. Oh my God. And that is The Case of the Bloody Iris, directed by Giuliano Carnamio. Having recently escaped the clutches of a hippie sex cult, a beautiful model is pursued by a serial killer whose previous victims include former occupants of her new apartment. Okay, so you know I love this one because it stars the Giallo queen herself, Miss Edwidge Fenwick. She is really great in this, and this one also stars a king, George Hilton, who I am such a big fan of. Not only are they both absolutely beautiful, but they are both super talented and killing it in this movie. So this one, like many Gialli, is very erotic, but you know what? I love it. It totally works here. Also, the story is a lot of fun and it's very interesting and it definitely keeps you on your toes. I personally didn't know who the hell the killer was, so I love that for me. Also, this film has some of the coolest zoom-in shots I have ever seen. They are so fun. They are so giallo and I love it. I love it so much. I can't wait to review this film. Also, did I mention that Edwidge Fenwick and George Hilton are like totally gorgeous? All right, I guess that's enough simping. At number 4, we have Stage Fright from 1987, directed by Michele Soavi. A group of stage actors lock themselves in the theater for a rehearsal of their upcoming musical production, unaware that an escaped psychopath has sneaked into the theater with them. Okay, so you know how before I was just talking about how I love horror films that are about actors and theaters and like stage plays and stuff? Well, Stage Fright is also one of those. And this one is probably one of the most fun ones I have ever seen. First of all, the killer in this, he has a really iconic and very unique look. I have not seen any other horror film use that kind of look. It's this amazing owl head and he's in like a suit. It's amazing. Not only does it look amazing, but it's also really scary when you just see that man staring at you in this big owl mask. And this one definitely has some of the best music. I am obsessed with the music in this movie. Honestly, the overall vibes in this movie, so good. It's a little scary. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you engaged. I mean, what more could you want, right? I will definitely say, make sure you watch Stage Fright 1987 and not that like weird abomination from 2014. I don't even know if it's like really a remake or a reimagining of sorts. But yeah, that one didn't age well. And it's really rough. And now at number 3, we have another favorite of mine. Oh my gosh. That is The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward, directed by Sergio Martino. An ambassador's wife discovers that one of the men in her life, either her husband, an ex-lover, or her current lover, may be a vicious serial killer. So I actually think this is one of Sergio Martino's best films, and I will stand by that. Edwidge Fenwick is in this, and so is George Hilton, and they are both amazing. And I am also going to stand by that. But actually, the one thing I really love about The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward is that not only is it super erotic, and I love some erotic gialli, but this one is just a beautiful movie. It is so beautiful. And I feel like while watching this one, not only did I learn a lot about giallo, but I also just learned a lot about filmmaking and acting, and I really have to praise Sergio Martino's direction because, oh my god, the way he directs Edwidge Fenwick is like so good. She's amazing. She's really great in this film. She's so good at just looking scared and being super vulnerable, and she's so open on the screen. She makes this movie. And also, can we talk about the poster? But I do think if you're super new to Sergio Martino and you want to check out his work, I would definitely say you should start with The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. I think you are gonna love it. Oh my gosh, and now at number 2, we have my favorite. It is my favorite. It's my favorite. Oh my god, we have The Red Queen Kills 7 Times, directed by Emilio Maraglia. 2 sisters inherit their family castle, which is said to be haunted by their homicidal ancestor, a dark-haired woman in a red robe known as the Red Queen, who is said to take 7 lives every 100 years. This film has spooky baddies on spooky baddies, okay? We have Queen Barbara Boucher, and then we have another queen, Marina Malfatti, who is super underrated. I feel like nobody gives her the love that she deserves. She is amazing in everything I have seen her in. And, oh my god, she has some of the best costumes in this film. I mean, in every film she's in, she looks amazing. Oh, ever since I became a fan of this film, I have just been trying to be Barbara Boucher. But anyway, The Red Queen, it is a lot of fun. I really love the story. I feel like the story here is very, very strong. And I will say that the twist, though some may say they could tell, I could not tell upon my first watch, but when you do watch it again, there are clues to who it is and you kind of figure it out. But I think this film is so well made, and it's so vibrant and blue, and it's so gorgeous. The use of red in this is brilliant. There's so many red accents, and I just love it. Also, Evelyn is a queen. We love Evelyn. One of my favorite villains, Evelyn. She is an icon. If I am gonna recommend one on this list the most, it is probably gonna be The Red Queen Kills 7 Times. I also can't wait to give this film a full review because I love it so much. And now at number 1, we have All the Colors of Giallo, directed by Federico Cadeo. So this is actually a documentary. It is a celebration of the genre with interviews by many contributors, a bunch of Gialli filmmakers. And this is very, very insightful, and you learn so much about the genre. So if you've been super curious to know more about Gialli, you can totally watch my introduction to Giallo video. I'm gonna put it up there. But you should also watch this documentary. But I am going to give you a full warning. This documentary has a bunch of spoilers for a bunch of movies they talk about. So do make sure that you look into it and you see which movies they discuss, and make sure you've seen them so that you don't get the ending spoiled, because I did notice that happened to me with at least 2 of them, and I was a little sad. This documentary is also in Italian, so you do have to read subtitles, but so For all my people out there who don't love subtitles, I'm very sorry. And actually, fun fact, the documentary got its name from one of my favorite Giallo films, All the Colors of the Dark, also starring Edwidge Fenech and Marina Malfatti. I will definitely be covering that film here on the channel, so be sure you are subscribed so you can see all of my Giallo content because it's Giallo era. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps me a lot. And be sure to click that little notification bell to be up to date every single time I upload. And let me know in the comments, have you seen any of these films? Are there some that you would add? Which Giallo film would you like to see me cover next? Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.